The US midterm elections are here, and it does not seem to be good news for the Democrats and President Joe Biden. More than 100 million voters will decide which way the US Congress swings. It will also be an electoral test for Biden to gauge his popularity, which has only gone downhill recently. Consequently, the Republicans have momentum on their side, and a red wave may just be around the corner. It's a high-stakes battle that will help one side have an edge over the current razor-thin majority. Both sides have pulled out all the stops to win it. But who is really winning and who is in for a big loss? A Reuters poll on Monday showed US President Joe Biden's public approval rating dipping to 39%. Biden's ratings have fared much worse earlier. This year, his approval rating fell to as low as 36% in May and June. These ratings are an indication that the Democrats may just be in for a massive drubbing, one that will have a serious implication in the immediate future for the Biden administration. To give you a sense of what's really at stake here, this is how the US Congress numbers look like currently. Out of a total of 435 members in the House of Representatives, the majority mark is 218. The Democrats are at 220 and the Republicans are somewhere around 213. Latest forecasts show that Republicans would easily win a majority in the House, picking up around 24 seats. That will place them relatively comfortably over the Democrats. The 100-member Senate is divided exactly 50-50 between the two parties, with Vice President Kamala Harris being the deciding factor. The Republicans are touted to easily get one more seat there to outnumber their opponents. And of course, there are issues that are on the voters' minds that Biden has failed to tackle effectively. Rising inflation, a crippling economy in the aftermath of COVID, and lastly, the USA's stance in the Ukraine war. The administration's lack of decisiveness has not gone down well with voters who, according to several opinion polls show, are leaning more towards the Republicans. Even past records on midterms aren't encouraging for Joe Biden. 4 of the last 5 US presidents who won a majority earlier have ended up losing it in the midterms. How do Biden's approval ratings dipping or the Democrats' declining popularity affect US politics? You see, President Biden cannot afford to let Republicans win the midterms, simply because a Republican majority in either house, which seems likely, will apply brakes on any future legislation the Democrats intend to pass. From aid to Ukraine on the international front to abortion rights domestically, the Republicans will get to have the final say on these legislations. And we can't expect them to side with Biden on any of these key issues. Take Ukraine, for instance. Washington has given $18.3 billion in assistance to Kiev since 2021. Republicans like Kevin McCarthy have made it explicitly clear that the country cannot afford a direct conflict with Russia and that such aid to Ukraine must stop. This will put a spanner in the works of Joe Biden and the legislative agenda he has in mind for the next 2 years. The midterms are extremely important to the Democrats, who have even gotten popular leaders like ex-President Barack Obama to garner support in a last-ditch effort of sorts. So which way do you think this battle is heading? The Republicans or the Democrats?